Do your friends and family maybe consider you a nice guy? Do women say you're nice, but you're not my type? If so, I've got 6 reasons why women don't go for the nice guy coming up next. What's up everyone, Mario the Get Game Guy here. Hey, in this video what I want to share with you are 6 reasons why women don't go for the nice guy. And when I say nice guy, you know that I don't mean a guy who is just nice. I'm talking about that label of nice guy. The guy who's always friend-zoned, the guy whom women say is like, what a great guy. He's gonna make woman really happy. And when you hear it, you're like, that's great, but why couldn't it be you? Why don't you view me that way? And they think you're swell and everything, but they're not attracted to you because you're the nice guy. So we need to get past that. So in this video, what I want to share with you are 6 reasons why they're not going for it, because once you become aware of them, you can do something about it. You'll have to take some adjustments to get different results. So that's important. Now, I do want to also bring up the topic of energy, and I want to make sure that we're all on the same page. So let me just kind of break it down real quick. So we're all on the same page. Energy, think of a battery, okay? A battery has a positive and a negative end. And if I were to call it instead green and yellow, would it still make sense? Would it still function? Absolutely. But here's the thing. With energy, I want you to think of it as like a spectrum, and it just extends. But how do we make sense of this direction and that direction? Well, we give it a label, just like we do with the battery. All right, so on one end, we call it masculine, and on the other end, we say feminine energy. All right, but it's still just energy. We're just trying to put a label on it. It's kind of like having a border between the US and Mexico. It's still the same landmass. It's still on Earth. However, we're going to put a label on it and make an imaginary boundary and say this is the US and this is Mexico. That's basically the same thing that we're doing with masculine and feminine energy. And understand that it doesn't mean that you're a man because you have masculine energy, and it doesn't make you a woman because you have female or feminine energy. We all have both, okay? We just have a little composition of 60-40, 40-60, 70-30, 20-80, whatever it is. We all have both energies. It's just you need to know where you align. It might help you out because I have a sneaky suspicion that many of you nice guys out there align a little bit more towards the feminine energy side. And it doesn't mean that's a wrap for you. It doesn't mean that the world is over, but you need to be aware of it so that you can do things a little differently, as I said. So let's talk about what do you need to be aware of. Well, let's get started with our list. Number 1. Women aren't going to be attracted to a nice guy, these nice guys, because they lack this directness. All right, so if we look at the side of masculine energy, there are these characteristics that are pretty similar, talking about being able to be direct, honest, go after what you want, able to say and do the things that they really want. They're honest, and they'll even, go through some pain. They might risk loss, pain, or fear to go about it, right? To pursue it. That's something that is very much a masculine quality. And when you think about it, when we're trying to find a partner, we're looking for compliments. We're not looking for someone just like us. So if we think about it very simply and to say like, okay, more women are going to be aligned more on the feminine side and more guys are going to be more aligned with being more dominant on the masculine energy side. Well, what are we looking for? We're looking for compliments. So she's going to be looking for you to have some of those big time qualities of masculine energy. And the nice guy is simply lacking that display. You could, but it would basically mean that you'd have to show some balls. You can't just go around being a pussy. You can't just try and sneak your way in the back door of a relationship or sex or marriage by just sneak in by being her friend, and one day she's going to figure it out and just be like, you're the man for me. It doesn't work like that, okay? This is not some sort of stupid romantic comedy movie. It doesn't work out like that, okay? The second reason why women don't go for the nice guys is because they sense incongruence in you. What do I mean by that? Well, as I said, you're doing all these nice things as a nice guy, but are you really nice? Or you're a friend, you're loyal, you listen, you're understanding, you do favors, whatever it is, you do nice things. But the reason that they don't go for it is because why are you doing these nice things? There's a sneaky suspicion that they have. It's like their spidey sense is tingling and it's going off because there's something off here. And what's off is that you're doing all these things, but you have a motive that you're not sharing. All right, and your motive is sex, relationship, marriage, whatever it is. But you're doing it. You're going about a sneaky way to accomplish it. So when you can't be forthcoming when you can't be direct, guess what? That makes someone not trust you. All right, they have that sneaky suspicion, and that doesn't make you attractive. All right, how can they feel comfortable when they don't trust what the real you is? You're holding back, and they know it. All right. Number 3, I want you to understand that there is possibly too much similar energy. All right, what do I mean by that? Remember I said women and men are looking for complements, right? We're looking for complementary energy. Well, what happens if she is aligned very strongly on this feminine energy side, has a lot of these characteristics, and you have a lot of them too? Well, you're not very much her complement, okay? Think about it. Remember, I'm speaking from general terms. Of course, there are women all over the board, but for us to have this conversation, let's say most women are going to be very strongly aligned with this feminine energy. But what if you are too? Well, let me ask you then, what are you bringing to the table? Not as much. I'm not saying you don't have anything, but I'm saying not as much. And especially when you consider that she already has other presences in her life that are strong in feminine energy, such as her mother, her sisters, other family members that are female, friends, gay best friend. So when you come along, what is so attractive about you that she doesn't already have in her life? Like you certainly have some things to offer, but not as much because your energy might be a little bit too similar. So that's something for you to understand. Remember, I'm talking about you have to become aware of what are your challenges. So you as the nice guy, you might need to do a whole little self-reflection and realize, shoot, I do have some tendencies to kind of align with feminine energy in many ways. That's the very start, because if you're at least aware of it, you can do something. All right? Now, the number 4 reason why women don't go for the nice guys is because they don't trust them. All right. Remember I said that their intuition is off? Well, they also can't trust you because what are nice guys going to do? Well, they're going to do things like be very agreeable. They're not going to be prone to like disagreement. So they're going to be always saying, sure, I like that too. Or that's fine by me, when it's really not. All right, so they're too agreeable, too accommodating, and there are no disagreements. And let me tell you this, people can't trust that, because imagine going into a car dealership or wherever people are trying to sell you something. They're trying to convince you something, and you just get this sneaky feeling that like you don't trust them. Why not? It's because whatever comes out of your mouth, they're like, oh, no way, I'm from that area too. Oh, you like hot dogs? I like hot dogs. No way. And you're like, you're suspicious. You don't trust them because they're always agreeing with everything. How is it that you guys have the same hobbies and interests and come from the same area? You don't. Okay? You don't trust them. You see them as always, if they're too agreeable, too accommodating, you're like, something's fishy. And that's the same thing going on with you. It's much more attractive for someone to be disagreeable in a tactful, mature manner. So you can disagree with someone and say, you know what, I actually don't like Mexican food, so I don't want to go get that Mexican food. How about Thai? Do you like Thai? That's much better than, there's somebody who's like, do you like Mexican? Yeah, I love it. Oh man, I don't like Mexican. That's weak, okay? It's much better to display to people like that you disagree with them, because trust me, women know that they're not always right. They know that they bullshit a whole lot of the time, just like you do. But if you never call them out on their shit, you're fake. Truly, you're fake. No, she knows that no one can agree with her that much. She knows that sooner or later she says some dumb shit or some shit that needs correcting. But if you co-sign and agree to everything, she can't trust you. All right? You couldn't trust a friend like that. You couldn't trust a politician like that. You couldn't trust me if I told you everything that you wanted to hear. You'd be like, I'm not really learning anything, or I don't really trust this guy. Why? Because I say everything you want to hear. You can't do that as a nice guy either. All right? Number 5 reason why women don't go for the nice guys, because there's too much certainty. Think about any game, and I love talking about how life is a game, attraction, dating, and relationships are a game. And the thing about games are, they're no fun if we know the ending. If there's too much certainty, like if we know that one team is for sure going to win, like Golden State's going to win in the NBA Finals again, or if we know like the odds are stacked for somebody, it's no fun. I mean, like, do you stick around and play all the way to the end of Monopoly? Hell no. Once you know you're going to lose, you're like, fuck it. I'm done playing this game. I quit. You win. Fine. Whatever. And you get a huffs and puffs and you get angry and you just leave. But you don't finish the game. I have never finished a game where I was bankrupt. I've quit every time. Why? Because the outcome was known. What we need is more uncertainty. That makes things fun. And what also makes things fun is the possibility of loss. You know, we don't want anything unless it could possibly be taken away from us. And with a nice guy, we know he will put up with anything. He will deal with anything. We know the outcome. If we say, hey, I want to go to this Mexican restaurant. What do you think? You like Mexican food? The nice guy goes, yeah, I like Mexican food. And on the inside, he's like, no, I don't. No, I don't. But he doesn't say that. The nice guy also, when someone says like, am I right? Am I right? And the nice guy goes, uh-huh, uh-huh. She's not right all the time. So there's too much certainty, and that's not attractive. It's not any fun. And believe me, one word that I think is amazing that I learned from a woman who used it a lot in front of me was spicy. And what she used to say was like, I like it spicy. And that's true. It's just like throw a little zest into the experience. And that's what women want. More so than men. Women want the spice. And you can't add any spice if the outcome's already known, if there's no portion of wild card in you, you're not going to be as attractive. And that's why nice guys are often losing. Now, my last and sixth reason why women aren't going for the nice guys is because you're one-dimensional. Like, truly, the biggest thing that nice guys, they say over and over, is they try and guilt everyone else like, I'm such a nice guy. Would I have to be an asshole? What do you think I am and everyone else? Do you think everyone goes around treating women like shit, being a dickhead? No. The thing is, you need to understand is, you're one-dimensional. It's like that scene in Knocked Up where Seth Rogen is out on the dance floor and he's trying to impress the girl.
Dude, I think he's doing the dice thing too much. That's really all he's got.
Is that you? Is that you? Because if that's all you got, it's not enough. Because anyone can be nice. You know who can be nice? A dog, a cat, a child, a baby, an old person, someone bedridden, someone in a wheelchair, someone, in any language, any part of the world can be nice. It's not special. You know what is special is someone who is a package, and you have to become more of a package. If the best thing that you can say about yourself is, I'm a nice guy, you're fucked. Okay, because there's no spice, remember? You gotta have some depth to you, and you need to have much more. So instead of just being nice, which everyone can be, so the bar is set very low, what else do you have? Because what you want to be is this total package. That's your value. Can you be nice and, that's the key, nice and, you can be nice and driven, ambitious, successful, accomplished, charitable, compassionate, intelligent, funny, fun, all these different things. What's your total package? Because if your total package offers about this much and it's dominated by, I'm nice, I'm gonna fucking lose every time to a guy who's like, here's my total package and I'm nice too, and I got all these other things. That's what you're up against. Thanks for watching. If you appreciated the content, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And if you're sick of feeling stuck and you're ready to level up your game and your meh love life, take action now. Click the link below to visit our website and experience our virtual game advisor feature. Choose the path of your game journey from the recommendations and resources ready and waiting for you.